Hi children, hope you're all keeping well. I've back with some more forest school ideas that you can try in your back garden. I thought we'd have a go of doing some smelly cocktails. You will need a cup of some sort and a bottle of water. Then, basically, go around your garden and collect some things that you think might smell nice. Make sure you get permission from mum or dad first before you pick anything, but look round, have a smell of things and see what you can get. I might try some apple blossom and put some of that in my cup. Don't pick too much because it won't be good for the tree, but a little bit will be alright. Some mint might give it a nice fresh taste, although it might be a little bit overpowering, so I won't take too much of that. And I'm going to take a little bit of oregano as well. The other thing you'll need is a stirring stick. That one looks alright. When you've collected a few things, then add a little bit of the water, and with your stirring stick give it a really good stir. And then all good cocktails have a descriptive name, so give it a good smell. Remember, don't actually drink it, just a really good smell, and see if you can come up with a good name that describes your cocktail. Yes, very fresh, very minty, a slight smell of the apple blossom coming through. I'm gonna go with a fresh minty day. The last thing that your cocktail needs is a little bit of decoration. Again, make sure you ask permission before picking anything. If you can persuade anyone else in your household to make their own smelly cocktail, then share each other's. But remember, you're only smelling, not actually drinking, and see which ones you prefer. Another idea is to make your own animal track trap. You will need shoebox with its lid, some paper, some scissors, masking tape, some food colouring, and some food, maybe some bird food or some breakfast cereal or something like that. First of all, with your shoebox, cut a door at both ends. Yeah, using the scissors. If you can't get through, get an adult to help you. Then put the piece of paper in the bottom, and with the masking tape, mine's blue, probably doesn't really matter if it's blue or the normal colour masking tape. Stick some masking tape at one end, and then do the same at the other end, just going over the edge of the paper so it won't blow around. Put your bit of food in the middle. My tray's probably a bit big, smaller one would be better. And then with your food colouring, just paint across the doorway on top of the masking tape. The idea is that little creatures, probably overnight, will come scurrying through the hole, get a little food colouring on their paws, and then when they get to the food, and they'll leave little prints on the paper. You'll need to put the lid on as well. If you haven't got a shoebox, another way of making one is just with a piece of cardboard. So again, stick down your paper, put your masking tape, paint the food colouring on top of the masking tape at both ends. And then close up the box, stick it down with some tape, and the animals will go through the tunnel. In the evening, just before it gets dark, go into the garden and put your box somewhere near the edge of your garden, and hopefully in the night little creatures will come running through. What you have to do is leave it, come back next morning and see what you have found. My last idea this week is, if you're going out for a family walk into the woods, you could make yourself a story stick. Aborigines in Australia, when they used to go and walk about, would find themselves a nice big stick, and then as they went on their walk they would collect things and tie them onto the stick, so when they got back they could tell the story of their journey. The only thing you will need is something to tie the bits on with, so maybe some wool or bits of string, or possibly even try sellotape. I wonder what I can find to show the start of my journey. So at the start of my walk I found a beech nut case, so I'm going to tie that to the top of my stick using my wool. So I've tied on that with my bit of wool. Let's see what I find next on my journey. I see something. A feather. I think that can go next, so I'm going to put that there and tie that on with another bit of wool. So far I've got a beech nut case and a feather. I wonder what else I can find. Some beautiful bluebells here, but I'm not going to pick them because our forest school rules, if you remember, are don't pick, and if I pick them they won't be here for anyone else to enjoy, and it might damage the plant and it won't grow as well next year. So love to put them on because they're very pretty, but I'm not going to. I'll have to look for something else. Oh, there's a nice piece of bark from a tree. I'll try tie that on next. Oh, some really beautiful bracket fungi there, but again I'm not going to pick it because it's for a school, we don't pick things. But do you know what, to remember this spot, actually look, there's an interesting twig with lots of branches, a little bit like a tree, so I'm going to tie that on and it will just remind me of I got that twig where I saw the bracket fungus. So I'll tie that on next. Think I've finished my walk and I've found 4 things on my story stick. A beech nut as I was coming up the hill at the start, then I found a feather, and then I went on the narrow bit of path and found some bark, and then finally beautiful bracket fungus, but I'm not going to pick anything, so I tied on this twig just to remind me of it. And when I get back I can tell the members of my family that didn't come on the walk with me where I went and what I found. Hope you've enjoyed these ideas. Be great if you can put some pictures on your seesaw of anything that you make or find, maybe a description of your smelly cocktail. Yep, keep safe and I'll see you again soon. Bye. So I've gone out and brought the traps in because it's forecast to rain tonight, and in fact we've had a visitor already. You can see where he's come in the end here. This is obviously he's gone out again, but this is a print on the way in. That's a front print of a mouse, and I can tell it's a front print because it's got 4 toes. And then you can see here where he's eaten in the bowl and then obviously scrabbled to get back out of the bowl. And there's lots more prints here. He's also gone out the other end. And looking in my book, I think he's either the harvest mouse, the one, that's the front print, and that would be a back print. He's either a harvest mouse or a house mouse. Anyway, success. I hope yours are just as good. Bye.